Jilly Little Zen Crone. Happy Samhain, happy Halloween, happy October 31st, whatever you celebrate. Today I want to come and bring something that I've never done before. And that is, I would really like to do, because the veil is thinner today, I'm going to turn my phone off real quick. I'd really like to do an ancestor reading. And this is something that I've never done before. So it would be a general reading, although I'm sure that some people are going to receive messages from their loved ones. I'm working with a beautiful piece of petrified wood, which is supposed to be really good for ancestor work. And I have a couple of pieces of these, but this one is my favorite. So I've been working with it. To be honest, I've had some things happen to me in my past where I have seen people who have crossed over, and I have heard people who have crossed over very clearly. And I have also seen 3 psychics in my life, and none of them knew each other. They were all from different parts of the country, and one of the things they all told me was that they all said it the same way: you know you're a medium, right? That is not something that I've been real comfortable with, or that I know a lot about, and I take these things really seriously. So I have never really engaged or tried to hone those skills, and I feel like if this is a gift, then the people that are supposed to come to me will come to me, and it will not be an accident, and I will absolutely know what the story, I will know. And that's pretty much the way it's happened throughout my life. And if you're interested in hearing those stories, maybe I'll do another video about them. But anyway, I thought I would try an ancestor reading, and I've never done one before. So I kind of practiced with it. And the first one that I did, I don't know. I have the feeling that I am really supposed to bring that to you out there. So I will do that afterwards. I will go ahead and use the same cards. Oh, maybe I should do it first because I already have the cards set aside. Okay, I'll do it first. So what I did, and my methodology of this, is that I am using my Druidcraft Tarot, and I pulled out all of my court cards to represent people who passed over. And so I shuffled those cards first. And I got a card, and then I've asked the tarot deck to give me information about that person's life. And then I decided to use my Whisper in the Ear Oracle as a method of having that person who's crossed over communicate a message to us about, what message, what advice, what can they tell us. So I went ahead and I shuffled the court cards, and the first one came up was this one. And honestly, I was shuffling and I was saying, please don't let it be a prince or a princess. Please don't let it be a prince or a princess. So it's the princess. So this is a young person who has passed over. and someone with a female energy. It also could be somebody with a youthful spirit, but my sense is it's somebody who passed before their time. You know, it was, they passed before they had a chance to grow old. And this person, I think, probably was a trailblazer, maybe a leader, walked alone, was outgoing, spirited, creative, but often, I mean, she's out there on her own blazing this trail, and I feel like maybe she was either perceived this way or she felt this way, or the person, they felt this way. And they, I think that they were, as I said, creative, you know, emotional, maybe, felt things very deeply. Okay, so then I asked for some information about their life. And the first card that came up was the Lovers. So indeed, this person felt things on a very deep level. And this person, I believe, really fell in love deeply. You know, had a deep relationship with, or had a deep feeling for somebody in their life. Romantically. And I'm not sure whether this was unrequited or something tragic happened, but the next card that came up was the Four of Cups, and I feel like there was an ending to this relationship that put this person probably into a period of depression, despondency, maybe even feeling some just despair over the loss of this relationship. And then we get the Wheel. So there was a change. The wheel turned, things, there was definitely a change in this person, in this person's attitude, in their, I really think that it was something that was down to their soul that changed. And then the last card I picked was the Six of Swords. And the things, the words that come to me pretty rapidly are a change in mental attitude and trying to leave that hurt behind. But I think there was a physical move. And whether this was about their passing or not, I don't want to say. But I do believe that they traveled someplace to try to get away from maybe the memories. Now, okay, here's the cards. So then I shuffled the oracle cards. And this would be this person's message to us, or to you. If you are hearing this and you have a person like this in your life, then this message is for you. And the message is, and this is, I saw this card and I thought, even though I felt like this was a practice run, this is real. The cards don't lie. And I thought I need to bring this forward to everyone, because the card was "Don't cry for me." So if this person, when this person left, I think they left a huge void, especially if they were young. They probably left families, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers behind. And there's been a lot of sadness around their leaving. But I think this person is trying to say they're okay. Don't cry for them. The grief is over. The grief part is over. When we grieve, the grief is ours because that person has passed. So we're putting ourselves through pain, continued pain, if we continue to grieve and not let go and let that person go to the beyond where they're supposed to be. So that was the first reading I did. So now let's do a second one just to try this again. It was supposed to pour rain today. And it's looking ominous, but it's really warm out. I know I have a turtleneck on, but it's really warm out. I have the back door open and I can hear the wind chimes ringing. And I think, I don't know, just it feels like it feels like the veil is thin today to me. It feels like I can feel spirit close to me. All right, let's see who might be with us, who wants to talk to us. Okay, this is another young person, feminine energy, Princess of Pentacles. So again, this could be a young person, or it could be somebody that was older but had a youthful spirit. But again, I feel like the princess card, the prince and princess, I feel like these are people who died they did not live to old age. And so the Princess of Pentacles, there she is, just looking at this pentacle. I think she was thinking about her life and how her life might be. I think she was very studious. I think she was a student. She's the color of her cape. It just seems, well, first of all, it reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood a little bit, but it also, the color, the reddish color, it's grounding. So this was somebody who was maybe seemed really serious. Maybe seemed, like always had their nose in a book, comes to me. Also, somebody who thought a lot about life and about their place, their place in life, what they wanted to do. I think this was a person who was a homebody. This was a person that did not, venture very far away from home. Whether or not that was because of illness, I don't know. They may have been. Let's see what we get for. Here, I'm going to spread these out. I'm going to put her up. There we go. My heart's heavy. I feel I feel energy in my heart. I feel a weight. So, all right, let's have her tell us something. Oh, she experienced something very dramatic in her life. Huge, huge change, very, very quickly. This also may have been the cause of her leaving this earth. Let's see if we can get anything else. Oh, the Ace of Cups. So, like, you know, out of this horrible experience, she still continued to flourish, though. There seems like there was a new beginning there for her. Some hope. There was hope, and you know, this cup, I love it because of the streams coming out of it for each one of the elements, including spirit. So her cup was filled with love and with creativeness and with I think the material things that she wanted, the things that she had what she needed materially. I wonder, I don't know. See, I second guess myself. So let me just say, like, I wonder if it was some kind of a natural disaster and then things were absolutely replenished, you know. Okay, and then the Two of Pentacles. So choices. There was a choice to be made, balance to be sought. Oh, I knocked everything down. What I'm getting is that the overflowing of this was overwhelming and too much. And so there needed to be balance sought after. And I think that balance was really difficult for this person to find. And again, like a journey, they really needed to journey to find that balance. And here's, you know, the three wands here. To me, they almost seem like a barrier. And so I see this card seems to me that it could be talking about their passing, because here this person stands in shadow, kind of in this instance, almost like looking out at a better, or what they think might be a better existence. And here are these three wands. Kind of fencing them in. So whether that person, they were kept here longer, I think, than they wanted to be kept here. I think they wanted to move forward and were not able to. They were kept here beyond what they wanted to be kept here for. So I don't think this person took their own life. You may disagree, but I don't feel like they took their own life. All right, let's see what the message is. Might do one more after this. Oh, my heart is heavy. Oh, take your time. gosh, like, so again, that speaks to me of this. Like, this person really wanted to go and they couldn't. And now they're saying to us, look, take your time. Things happen when they're supposed to happen. Be here. And here we have the balance again. Be careful. Watch your step. But take your time. Live your life. Don't worry so much about what's ahead of you, maybe. Okay. Let me just separate those back. Let's do one more. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. The King of Cups. I always think of my grandfather as the King of Cups. So this would have been a mature person, a more mature person, someone who probably lived well and lived, you know, to their maturity. You know, the King of Cups is a person who is in touch with their emotions. And I think someone who balances their emotions well, but also somebody that feels on a very deep level. I think this person was probably very it's funny, what came to me is earth-oriented, like concerned about the earth. And I know it's a cup, but that's what came to me. Concerned about the earth. Enjoyed people. And I think really enjoyed life. So let's see what we've got for, what else can you tell us? Okay, let's see this card. Oh, okay, the High Priestess. So this person was spiritual. This person had a real spiritual side, and also might have kept that side a little bit under wraps to themselves more. They weren't a person that, you know, talked the talk, you know, talked the spiritual talk, and I think they kept that, but a very deep and spiritual person who, I think if you got to know this person or talk to this person at length, that side of them would definitely appear. Oh, and as paired with the Magician. So now I'm thinking maybe this person was into the metaphysical a little bit. Very definitely this person knew what their magic was, knew what their strengths were, knew how to manifest things within their own life, and very clearly did that. Also was, you know, this Magician, a very strong and very centered between spirit and earth. lots of power cards. This person, the Chariot. So again, strength and balance. And, you know, balance between light and dark. And movement, lots of movement. So, you know, if you want to look at this card in the traditional sense, perhaps they traveled a lot, or perhaps they moved a lot in, you know, perhaps they moved a lot in their life. They may have been in the service, but very much in control, and very much in control of their own personal power, their own personal strength. And I think this card, as well as the Magician, really say that a lot. All right. Six of Cups. So I think this person was a family person. He was close to his family, perhaps even the center of his family, and really had, and I think really had, and also made a lot of positive memories with friends and family. All right, so what does this person want to tell us? King of Cups, what do you want to tell us? I'm going to cut them this time. And I'll do it right here. Be authentic. Be who you are. Maybe don't be afraid to let your spiritual side show. Don't be afraid to use your power. Don't be afraid to go places and be strong. And here I'm saying, especially if you're a woman, don't be afraid to show your strength. And in whatever you do, be genuine. And that's a big thing to aspire to in this world, isn't it? All right, I was going to do one more, but I think 3 is a really good number to end on. So I'm going to end this. I may do this again because it worked out really well, and honestly that heaviness kind of lifted a little bit, but I think I'm feeling that it's enough. So I hope that you enjoyed these readings. If there's somebody in your life that you've been looking for a message from and one of these readings spoke to you, I hope you can take that message to heart, and I hope it helps you. So enjoy the rest of your day. If you're taking little ones out tonight trick-or-treating, be safe and have a wonderful time. I sat outside last night. In my town, we do 2 nights of trick-or-treating because one's not enough. So it's the first night of trick-or-treating last night, and I sat outside and, you know, talked to neighbors and saw the kids in their costumes. And I do love that part of trick-or-treating, Halloween. So if you're taking little ones out tonight, or if you're giving out candy, have a wonderful time. If you are home at 9 p.m. Pacific time, so that's, no, not 9 p.m. Oh, gotta think. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, so it would be 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific. go over to Jennifer Ball's Witch House. She's going to be doing an ancestor dinner in honor of Andy and her mom who have passed. And I just, I've never done an ancestor dinner before, and I'd like to see what that's about. I think it would be great to be in chat and be able to talk to different people about the things that you do for Samhain. So again, have a wonderful evening. Blessed Samhain. Happy Easter, and be kind to each other. Take care. Bye.